Hi everybody, Warren Buffett was paid 7.5 million for the stocks that he wanted to purchase. Are you surprised? Why would anybody even want to do that? Hey, this is Lily, and I'm a retiree trader, and I provide options training, especially to retirees who fear that they will outlive their savings by helping them to become financially independent so that they do not need to depend on their children. Do you know that Warren Buffett was paid the 7.5 million in under 5 minutes? So what did he do that warranted him to receive that kind of money? Well, in options trading, he sold put. And when you sell a put in options, basically you are selling an insurance and you promise to the buyer of the put contract that you will acquire the shares at the agreed strike price, even if the share price dropped down to zero. And this is what actually Warren Buffett did. So for that kind of promise, the buyer is willing to pay a premium. In this case, the buyer paid a premium to the seller. Therefore, the seller would have pocketed the premium upfront. And as a seller in a contract, the seller has no right, but he is obligated to deliver his side of the promise should the stock price drop. So what happens if the stock price drops? Basically, the buyer of the option contract will exercise his right. By exercising his right, he's like saying to the seller, hey seller, this is my shares, take it. And the seller of that put contract would need to acquire the shares at the agreed strike price and pay for the 100 shares, which is one contract. Okay, 100 shares is one contract, and make the payment to the buyer. Therefore, if you are a seller of a put contract, you must have the mentality of wanting to own the stock, and you must also have cash on hand. In this example of Warren Buffett back in 1993, he loved the Coca-Cola stock, but he did not like the price. The price was trading at that point in time at $39. Because as a value investor, we know he is a value investor, right? He valued that the stock at that point in time for Coca-Cola was only $35. So he did not want to pay $39 for a $35 valued stock. So what did he do? He decided to sell 50,000 Coca-Cola put at $35 strike price. 50,000 put contract, which is actually 5 million shares at $35. And for that, he actually received $1.50 per share. Therefore, received an ROI of 4.3%, and instantly he was $7.5 million richer. Although he had cash on hand, he was not willing to pay the $39. And importantly is he was willing to wait for the share price to drop down to $35 before he acquired that. So this is an example. You can read more information on his approach to selling puts, because he has this mentality that insurer receives premium upfront and pays claim later. This collect now, pay later model leaves him a large sum of money, and this is how he has been doing it for his business. So what if the price does not drop to below the strike price? Well, in this case for Warren Buffett, he will not get to buy the Coca-Cola shares at 35, and he will have to wait again. That means to say he gets to keep the collected premium of 7.5 million, and he can actually sell another put contract again. And if he were to sell another 50,000 contract, assuming the premium is 1.5 per share, he would have pocketed another 7.5 million. And this repeats. As long as the share price does not drop down to below the strike price, he can continue to keep the premium and continue to sell the put, and it repeats. Reason is because he loves the Coca-Cola stock and he wanted it. But being a value investor, he was not prepared to pay $39. So that's why he sold put instead. I hope I've given you value in this video and you've learned much and enjoyed it as well. And if you do like it, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.